Hey there, I'm Linda Cromar, and I'm coming to you from my home office in Colorado. And today's subject is, if you start to believe the impossible, what would happen? Of course, that part is just me asking you that question. What would happen if you started to believe the impossible? Would things happen that you didn't expect? I have found that to be true. It's all about belief. What do we believe is true and not true? Now, that doesn't mean truth changes, but our perception actually changes. If we have a perception that something that other people can do but we can't is impossible, then we believe that. And guess what happens? We don't take the action if we don't believe it's possible. So how do we change that? We start to have a lot more belief, because belief is the groundwork to everything else. If we make a decision to believe something and we believe it without doubt, amazing things can happen. They call it miracles. I believe in miracles. And one thing I know to be true is there's a lot of times when things happen in ways I could have never imagined. So my imagination, even if it's good, is not as good as the miracle that could happen. All I have to do is stop having the attitude that something is impossible. Because how do we know what's impossible and what's not? If we open our minds. There's many things that have happened over the years in all kinds of walks of life that were once considered impossible. It used to be that man didn't believe they could fly, and then we went to the moon. It used to be that men didn't believe that they could do anything that was off the ground, and yet we have airplanes that go faster than we can imagine. And space travel isn't that far away. We see things on movies that we think are fantastical, and yet we're not that far from it. So in our own personal lives, what are the things that we might be actually shoving aside and not giving any thought to that could actually happen in our lives? And that's all a matter of us making a decision to believe. Does that mean we believe in things that are absolutely not a possibility? Well, it doesn't hurt anything, but there are some things we shouldn't put a whole lot of hope in. But there's also things that we don't put hope in that could happen. I'll give you an example. I'm sitting here in what used to be my master bedroom. Now, I didn't anticipate the way it would happen, but at one time I thought about this becoming my office instead of it being the bedroom. Now, I didn't really think through how that would happen or what would have to happen to make that happen, but it has happened. Now, the reason why is because my husband got sick. Now, I wouldn't say that I would want to wish anything bad to happen, but on the other hand, everything worked out better because of the way it did happen. It was better for my husband to be on the main level where there were no stairs. Then we have some fairly steep, heavy stairs going up to this room. I still can manage them. He cannot. So that is the major reason why we moved our larger bedroom and bath down into the main level. We have a smaller, what would be considered a kid's bedroom, I guess. It's a 10 by 10 room. Not very large, but it's only necessary to have a place to sleep. I don't have to do anything else in that room. And that's the decision that was made 3 years ago, and now this is my office. I didn't do anything drastic to make that happen. It was really kind of just things fell into place that had to work that way. It became obvious that my husband needed to be on the ground floor. And then, therefore, I had to be on the ground floor for the bedroom part. So now this is the office. It's not in perfect condition. I'm still in the, working the kinks out on making it more workable. But it started with a belief that this room could become my office. It's larger and more comfortable than where I was. I was in that room that became the bedroom. I had a lot of things crammed in that very small space. And really, the only thing that needs to be in that bedroom is a small dresser and the bed, and the TV is on the wall. So he has TV. He has all of his personal things at hand. And I could have my things actually up here. I have a large closet. You can actually see it behind me, which I have all of my things up here. And actually, it kind of worked out rather nicely that if I want to have a shower, a private shower, and take my time, I have one up here. And we have a special one created for my husband that is more for handicap, has the chair in it, doesn't have a lot of barriers so that you can get in and out and that sort of thing. And that was precisely made for his benefit. So I actually have my bathroom and he has his. Now, I do use that bathroom during the night, of course, because it's more convenient and comfortable. But we have arranged our house to make it work for the situation at hand. And I get the reward of an office up here. I didn't sacrifice him for it. I actually made it more comfortable for him by moving him downstairs. And that's just one of the ways that you can look at impossible a different way. Maybe it has to do with money. What kinds of things are you looking for that needs to happen in your life to make your life better? More money? Or learn how to use the money you already have better. I just spend quite a bit of time reducing some of my expenses, making more cash flow happen automatically from what exists already in my money that comes in, money that's there. It doesn't have to be that you make a kabuku amount of money to make things better. You also have to learn how to manage what you have. Impossible? No, absolutely probable and possible. It's really about belief and decision. That is something that needs to happen for everyone. Make a decision that you're going to believe a different outcome. It's easy to believe the negative. It's harder to believe the positive. But the more you learn to make yourself believe the positive things that you do want, instead of being so focused on the things you don't want, your life begins to change for the better. It may not happen overnight, and that's okay, but it will. Just decide now to have a different attitude about what is impossible and what isn't. Because if you believe in God like I do, then there is ways that things happen, sometimes without you even knowing how it could have possibly happened. And that's also kind of with Christmas just around the corner. A lot of people are probably a little bit depressed this year because things are a lot harder than they used to be. And there's some things going on in our government and such that make things uncomfortable. But we can still have good lives if we decide to. And the first thing to do is to decide that impossible is a word that I'm not going to repeat frequently. I'm not going to shut off possibilities, because that's what impossible really means, is shutting off all possibilities and beliefs about what could be true. So I decided to give up that word. And maybe you can too. Does that mean everything's possible? Not necessarily. But it does mean you open up more doors. And that is what I plan to do with my life going forward. And I hope that helps you have a different feeling about it as well. If you found this of any kind of value, please like, comment, and share. And if you'd like to learn some easy and fun ways to make money online without killing yourself, you might want to talk to me, because I know of a few of those and I can share. Bye for now.